I'm reading from the book of Proverbs 28, verse 4, and the word says, "If you have no regard for the law, you are on the side of the wicked. But if you obey it, you are against them." Now, my understanding of this text is that in the world today, there are so many people that get ridiculed, that get laughed at, that are called so many names simply because they obey the law of the Lord. A lot of people don't understand that when you become a Christian or when you choose to follow Christ, that there are going to be so many people that are going to stand in your path, that are going to want to make you feel like you are stupid. They're going to make you feel like you are a fool for trying to live life according to Christ, because according to them, living life as the world is, or living life the way the world is living, is much more fun. And that is why, I just chuckle at people when they say, "But what do you guys do for fun if you don't drink? What do you do for fun if you don't party?" There are people out there that literally do not know how to live life unless they are intoxicated with something, whether it's drinking, whether it's cigarettes, whether it's them being at a party. They cannot function without being in chaos. And that is why when they look at you that is living life according to God, they think there's something very much wrong with you. And that is okay. Because at the end of the day, God calls us to live according to His way, and God also says, don't try to go around convincing people that what they're doing is wrong. Don't go around arguing with people about their beliefs. Because if they believe that the life that they are living is a happier, more fulfilled life, respect them and move on. But stand on your ground. Because I think there are so many people that they want the peace, but they don't know how. They don't know how to get to a point where they leave worldly things, because that's all they know. And I think that the most important thing, especially for us as Christians, is just to make people understand, one, that following God and following the law of the Lord doesn't necessarily mean that you are boring, doesn't necessarily mean that you are a fool, but it's quite the opposite, because it brings you peace. It brings you a sense of belonging. Not even a sense, you know that you are a child of God and you know that you can go to God. You are secure in everything that you do. So I think that it's very, for me, it's so insane that God is telling us that if you obey the law, that you are against them. So already you have turned your back against the world when you start obeying the law of God. And believe me, the world will tap on your shoulder to ask you, like, what are you doing? Why aren't you paying attention to me? Why aren't you doing the things that you used to do? What is going on? Have you gone completely insane? There are people that will actually call you insane because you do not want to do or live the life that they are living. So just remember that when you obey the law of God, you are against the world. And the world isn't necessarily people, the world is just demonic entities that want to keep you away from God. So I just hope and pray that we all remember that obeying the law of God sometimes also comes with you having to fight battles. And man, you have to be ready for them. And also, don't be scared to call God to fight battles for you, because there are certain battles that we as people cannot fight, but God can surely fight them with ease. So whenever you go into a battlefield, make sure that you have the full armor on of God, and make sure that God is there with you fighting. And if it is that you need to call on God to fight for you a battle, then call on Him to fight for your battle. Don't go through it alone. And remember, you are not a fool. You are not stupid for following Christ.